2016 Road to the World Series, playing the second and final game of this opening series against the Anaheim Angels. We'll have John Lester going for us tonight, his first start of the season, going up against Matt Schumacher, his first start of the season for the Angels. And last game out, we had a really good game going, and we ended up winning that one 1-0, getting our first win of the year on a Jason Hayward solo home run that was the deciding factor in that ball game. Hopefully we can get a little bit more offense in this one. Garrett Richards really shut us down last time out. Did not pitch a bad game, just was on the wrong end of a very well-pitched ball game by both guys, him and Arrieta. But let's go ahead and jump into this ball game. And going to wear the blues today. And I'm going to go ahead and kick it out to Matt, Eric, and Steve out in Anaheim at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. And I'll be back after this one, guys. Enjoy.
Have they worn the grays at all this season? I feel like they wore the blues in every game this year. At least every road game.
Tuesday night baseball now from the Big A, Angel Stadium of Anaheim. We wrap up this quick two-game interleague series between the Chicago Cubs and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. Matt Schumacher gets the starting nod for the Halos. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, Matty, last year he had an ERA over 4. For a starting pitcher, that's a bit high. Looking to have a better year this season.
Dexter Fowler heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Center fielder, number 24.
Now the first pitch of the night is looked at for ball one as we get underway right at 7:05 on the nose. And Eric, this Angel Ball Club entering play here tonight. They didn't get it done here in front of a big opening day crowd, but they'll look to get back on track here.
Yeah, certainly no time to panic. You've got 161 more to go. You just need to put it behind you, come out, play your brand of baseball. Out 0-2.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball two.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Hit to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. With that, a look at who you focused on, EK.
Yeah, you know, you have to be careful with Daddy Longlegs himself, Dexter Fowler. He's as bad as hot. Just needs to keep having good at-bats.
Jason Hayward will step in now. He drove in his club's only run a night ago. Schumacher gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball one. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
Well, Matt, Woody calls a good game more often than not. Although he has been known to get a little flack from time to time about his consistency, especially on the corners of the strike zone. We'll see if that comes into play.
And into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single.
Yeah, really not a bad pitch when you look at it. This is at the knees with some movement. He just uses the center of the diamond and checks in here with a base hit.
Here's Ben Zobrist now, as he'll swing and lift a foul ball off to the left and out of play. That misses wide. One ball and one strike. Now a throw over, and they got him.
So much for their first hit of the ball game. It didn't even seem to be that terrific of a move. They just caught him off guard there.
2 out, nobody on. High in the air out to center field. Trout has a read on it. And the inning is over. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. And now the Angels get their first opportunity in this one. No score. John Lester, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, last year he had an ERA of about 3.5. Very consistent, and really he kept his ball club in the game every time he took the mound.
Craig Gentry comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
And leading off for the Halos, left fielder, Craig Gentry.
Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. EK, as we look at the Cubs entering play here tonight, they were the spoilers here on opening day as they took game 1 of the season on the road.
Yeah, but most of the folks below us weren't all that happy, but that was a good way to get your season off on the right foot. 1-0 sounds a whole lot better than 0-1, but there's a long way to go, no question about it. So far, so good. They get a scoreless top of the first, and now a leadoff single to start things in their half.
Cole Calhoun will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
You know, guys, we all know that those kind of games are going to happen in this sport. It's a tough game out there, no matter who you are. But the good ones are able to put that day behind you and go out and focus on the next game.
And a high strike there, 0-1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Boy, that's another pitch right down the middle, though. So he's gotten away with it so far, but I think he's given him a little bit too much to hit here.
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Well, the moment now to take a look at the starting 9 for Mike Scioscia's Angels. Steve, what's their focus as they go for their first win?
Well, they're facing a guy today that throws a lot of strikes, so you're going to have to be aggressive early in the count, but get the ball up in the zone. Shorten up a little bit, put the ball in play.
Mike Trout will stand in here, and like so many others, hitless in the shutout last night.
Yeah, not really a great You have to know that those rough ones are going to come up and bite you every once in a while.
One there.
Well, you could have put the first base bag out in the outfield grass on this play. You're not going to double this guy up. He's too fast. Still, a pretty good job of at least getting that lead runner at second base.
Albert Pujols set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
He's set. Here it comes. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. All right, back at Lester on the mound. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Second inning upcoming from the Big A with no score. Anthony Rizzo will stand in, and he wasn't alone in wearing the collar in last night's ball game, in which the team could muster all of 1 run.
Well, when you have a rough day at the plate, it's all about letting it go. You can't dwell on it for too long.
High and deep to center field. Back goes Trout at the track. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at the way the Angels match up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, for me, the best defensive shortstop in the game, Andrelton Simmons. You watch him go to the hole and make throws, cover ground. Simmons is so athletic. He makes the difficult plays look routine.
Settling in now, Chris Bryant. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Shoemaker steps into his windup. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And like most right-handed power guys, he's a good high ball hitter. So that's where you're going to want to keep that fastball going forward.
Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lifted in the air to center field. Under it is Trout, and there are 2 gone now.
If you're a pitcher, you have to love pitching at this place. And you've got a cool night here, making the air a little heavy, and this ball just has 0 carry to it.
Kyle Schwarber will stand in as he'll get a break from playing the field and be the DH here in this one.
Yeah, it's a nice luxury to have here in an interleague ball game. You give him a little bit of a break from the field, but you still keep that big bat in the lineup.
Out in front of it, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Flipped out the other way towards short. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Batting 7, left fielder, Jorge Soler.
Jorge Soler set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And this hops over the wall out there for a ground rule double. And maybe a tough break as that'll freeze the runner at third with 2 gone.
Or maybe a little unlucky there. I thought the way he hit it, this might bring home their first run of the ball game. But you see this ball take a big bounce and hop right over the wall out there. So that'll force that runner from first to hold on at third base.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. And this is lined right back up the middle. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. C.J. Cron strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Designated hitter, C.J. Cron.
Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. A little bouncer. Foul ball, however, strike 1. In there, 1-2 now. Just tried to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2.
And I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. To first. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out. And with that, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, the last place you want to hit the ball against this team, right field. He won the Gold Glove Award last year. He can go get him with the best of anyone.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And standing in is the catcher, Giovanni Soto. Here comes the first pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. And this is swung on and missed by Soto as he falls behind now, down 0-2.
Yeah, you've got a cold night. The ball won't be carrying as well, so you can afford to take a few more chances in the strike zone and challenge some guys. In that case, up in the strike zone.
And Soto able to lay off there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Batting 7.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Stepping in now, Yunel Escobar. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Didn't have a whole lot of choice there on 2-0. He had to go after him. But when you leave that ball out over the plate, this can be the result. You know, that's what being patient and waiting for your pitch will get you.
Andrelton Simmons set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away. And he falls behind 0-2. Fly ball out toward left center field. Fowler on the run. He makes the play. A great catch on the run to retire the side. Angels strand 1. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Addison Russell steps in here to start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Yeah, and you know he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
Reaches out, but he can't get it. It's 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
If he would have swung at that, you would have never heard the end of it.
Shoemaker looks in. Here's the 2-1. Lifted in the air out to right. Moving under it, Calhoun looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
I think that's a situation where he just wasn't ready for the fastball, and it got on him too quickly and just hits a lazy fly ball to right.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Well, I think it's pretty simple. The message here is stop leaning out over the plate. A pitcher's got to be able to work inside, so that's just a reminder there.
Outside with the breaking pitch, and he falls behind at 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Fielded cleanly by Pujols. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Jason Hayward is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. Into the windup and the pitch. Hot shot on the ground to short. Oh, a reaching try as he knocks it down. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
And that's one of those where even if he fields this thing cleanly, he was going to have a tough time squaring those shoulders back up and then throwing all the way across his body. But once it doesn't find the pocket, forget it. It's going to be an infield hit.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. He'll pop this one fouled off to the left, and it's strike 1. Throw over to first, and the runner will get back standing. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it.
Score to this point. Now this is popped meekly in the air. Playable on the infield. Giavotella has got it, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Cubs. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Johnny Giavotella digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Second baseman, Johnny Giavotella.
Here's a ball popped straight up, but playable for Montero behind the plate. A quick out number 1.
Now batting.
Well, nothing better than a first pitch pop-up to start the inning. And he'll take that every time.
Craig Gentry will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first.
And it was a nice at-bat, too, Matty. He looked really, really comfortable up there.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. That's taken, now it's 0-2.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
Hey, if you came here to see offense in this ballgame, sit back and relax just a little bit. Both of these pitches are absolutely dueling it out right now.
Cole Calhoun in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Angels are gone in order. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Anthony Rizzo is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
In the air to center field, and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. A solo home run here for Anthony Rizzo. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
About the only silver lining to this one from a defensive point of view is it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. You can survive it when this guy's hitting solo shots, but if he's doing this with 2 or 3 men on base, then things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
Into the box, Chris Bryant. He flew out in his last at-bat. This is line to left. Gentry has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1.
I'll tell you, if this is in off the plate just a little bit further, this thing might end up in the cheap seats in left field. But instead, it just gets to the outer half. He still gets pretty good wood on the ball, but he winds up pulling it right at someone.
Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. 1 run, 5 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Slow curveball, like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 2.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
Well, he's made 5 or 6 quality pitches in this inning, but he just made the one bad one. And you can bet that's the one he's going to remember when he gets back to the dugout. Good job here, though, because he bounced back to retire the next two guys that he faced.
In is Jorge Soler. Oh, he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike one. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
And this has been a pretty good comeback from that leadoff home run. 2 straight outs now and 2 strikes here as well.
Shoemaker's ready. 0-2 on its way. Line drive to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. The Cubs get a run courtesy of Anthony Rizzo. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Mike Trout ready to settle in here to start the Angels half of the inning. Matt Vasgersian joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons with you in this one. And boy, a high, but it's strike one. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. And that misses 2-2.
And at least he's taken a few pitches here. You know, that's more than the rest of these guys can say.
And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
And the way this guy's pitching, you can bet these guys are thinking, thank goodness he's over in the other league. I'd hate to face him 3 or 4 times a year. Once is way too much.
Here's Albert now. As he'll take a look at ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Here it comes, 2-0. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. And the pitch on 2-1. Down the third baseline. Bryant is up with it. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, designated hitter, C.J. Cron.
Into the box now, C.J. Cron. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Into the seats, 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Bryant is there, and the side is retired. Angels go down 1-2-3. They trail this one 1-0. Miguel Montero heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Catcher, Miguel Montero.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. There's his total now, just into his 5th inning of work. Nothing too out of the ordinary there.
The pitch count's the least of his worries. If his guys don't get him any runs, I don't think it'll matter all that much.
Drilled to the right side. A dive by Pujols. He's out.
Oh, what a play.
Now batting.
Oh, that is so smooth over there at first base. The ball's headed for the hole, but he pulls it in at full stretch. And then I thought he'd probably flip it, but he decides to just take it himself, and he wins that race to the bag.
Here's Addison Russell. Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt, and it's strike one. Sent on the ground out to second. Gloved by Giovatello. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The batter, number 24, center fielder Dexter Fowler.
Dexter Fowler will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. He's got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Trout is camped under this one, and he will put it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Giovanni Soto will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Lester's ready. First pitch on the way. In there at the knees, strike one.
No balls. 1 strike.
There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
And he's just running right through these guys. Absolutely worn them down.
Chopped weakly to the left. And he's retired here, 1 away.
Yeah, doesn't look like much has changed here to start this inning either. That's 8 in a row now he's set down.
Stepping in, Yunel Escobar. He reached on a single in his first try.
And everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
Too high, 1-0.
1-0.
Not close. It's 2-0.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. 2-1 after the foul ball there. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. In there, and it's even now, 2-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And he will make the play. 2 away now.
And you just get the sense that he's got it on cruise control out there now. Make it 9 in a row he's setting down.
Andrelton Simmons will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
First pitch on its way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1. Hot shot to third. Bryant's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Angels are gone in order. They still trail 1-0. Jason Hayward makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways.
Oh, hold on. What a stop. He goes to first. It's in time.
No way. That was awesome. Well, that's highway robbery right there. Boy, if he doesn't knock this thing down, I don't think there's any chance the second baseman was going to be there in the hole. And not only does he make a great play, but he also hits his pitcher right in stride, which is not always as easy as it looks.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. Drilled on the ground to short. Taken in by Simmons. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And the first pitch here is below the knees, but he gets him to chase it, and it's 0-1.
And I wish more guys would pitch like this. I mean, look at that pitch count right there. That is really low for this stage of the game, and it's because he's throwing strikes and challenging guys.
Hit sharply on the ground. Fielded by Escobar. Throw to Pujols is going to be in time, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order, but they're up 1-0. Johnny Giavotella will come forward now to start out their half of the 6th, and they found it rough sailing against this starter so far as he's yielded just 2 hits through the first 5.
Not too many hard hit balls there either. He's had them off balance all game.
Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner.
Grounded to first. To the bag with it himself is Rizzo for the out.
Sometimes this is all you have to do. Throw a ton of strikes and keep the ball in the yard. It's worked for him so far.
Craig Gentry will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
Oh, and he lays one down here, and this is going to be a tough play. And he fans on the barehanded attempt, so that ought to be scored as a bunt single.
The right fielder, number 56.
You know, when a guy's shutting you down,
Calhoun.
you got to look for ways to try and get on the board. So he sees an opportunity here, and he's going to wind up beating this one out.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now. There goes Gentry. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. So they're going back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. In to score is the runner from first. It's 1-1. And he is in there with an RBI triple.
Not sure if this was a hit and run or a straight steal, but either way, this ball is blistered into the gap. And with that runner moving, he was always going to score easily from first base. And in the end, this winds up not just a perfect hit and run, but an RBI triple.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Drilled right back up the middle. And that is into center field as he comes through. It's a base hit. In to score is the runner from third. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
So smart here at the plate. You can see he's not trying to hit the ball out of the park. There are times for that, but here he's got a guy out there on third, so this is just a short, compact swing. Just looking to get that run home. He's able to get the job done.
So a runner at first now with one away, and standing in, trouble now in the person of Albert Pujols. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Lester sets. Here's the 0-2. And here is strike three called on the fastball. Looked to be about eye level, but it's out number 2 instead.
You know, and I think most hitters will tell you, if you get a bad call on strike 1 or strike 2, you know, they can live with that. But if you're going to punch me out on strike 3, it better be a strike. If not, I feel like you're taking the bat out of my hands.
Here's C.J. Cron now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. And that last pitch was number 74 for Lester in this one. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 7th inning coming up. It's the Angels 2 and the Cubs 1. Back here at Angels Stadium of Anaheim. The Angels are out on top in this one as we get caught up on our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Chris Bryant will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. First delivery to him on the way. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike one. For that man right there, just the one run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made one bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Kyle Schwarber will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Here's the first pitch to him. Bounce to first. And Pujols will simply step on first to record the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Jorge Soler.
Jorge Soler digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
And that's a pitch they were set up for. That slider breaking down around the knees, that's a good job of holding off on the swing.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Simmons has it. Throw over to Pujols at first. He'll take care of him to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They still trail it here 2-1. Giovanni Soto will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips.
Giovanni Soto.
Lester gets the sign. First pitch on its way. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
He's done a really good job of kind of getting ahead of hitters here by throwing first pitch strikes to 70% of the batters he's faced, and that's why he's doing so well.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And a rather easy first out.
Third baseman, number
Yeah,
6.
a good pitch there as he gets the pop out on the fastball as we take a look at his pitch breakdown so far.
Yunel Escobar will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
And there's the good fastball from Lester as he jumps ahead. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
Hard hit ball to second. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Up next for the Angels, the shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
Andrelton Simmons We'll try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
Cut fastball taken for strike one.
Maybe that's off the black just a little bit, but when you're around the plate as much as he's been, you're going to find that you're going to get a few calls like that.
Here's the 0-1. 0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And another foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Nothing doing here this half. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Halos lead this one 2-1. Leading off the inning, Miguel Montero, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Trout looks up, and a scaling attempt at the wall, but it'll be in vain because this ball is gone. Miguel Montero, a solo home run. And with it, the Cubs have battled back to tie things at 2.
You talk about coming through in the clutch. He found a pitch that he could handle, and he jumped on it. And this is going to tie up this ball game on one big swing of the bat. How about that for your first home run of the year?
Now Mike Scioscia's up out of the Angel dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. Won't get a decision in this one, but except for a few mistakes, he pitched pretty well here this evening. Fernando Salas is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Fernando Salas. Now batting, shortstop, Addison Russell.
Here's Addison Russell as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Oh, and he breaks out the hook here. Good for strike 2.
Boy, he was so far behind that first pitch that he overadjusted and was so far ahead of this one.
Oh, and 2, here it comes. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
Yeah, that's 2 really good breaking balls in that sequence. Here's the last one. And at the plate, he's probably thinking, I'm not going to see that same pitch again. But they go right back to it. They double up with it, and they get him to swing and miss again.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball called for strike 2.
Right back, same pitch, also knee high. He wasn't buying that one either. He's going to have to do something now. He's down 2 strikes.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
And now on 1-2, this might be a spot where that high fastball was just a setup so that he can come back with that big curve.
And a changeup that just about got away from him there as that ran in a bit too far.
If there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Now that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Count is full. Here's the pitch. To the right side, but foul, and he'll try it again. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
That fastball's certainly not overpowering, but it's in the perfect location. When you put a little movement on that thing, that really becomes a great pitch.
Here's Jason Hayward now. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's in there for a base hit, his 3rd hit of the game.
Oh, yeah, he's got that magic wand going now. That's his 3rd hit in 4 trips, all of them singles, and he's been a tough out all game long.
Ben Zobrist will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Hit sharply toward the right side. In there, a base hit. And a close play at second, but the throw does beat him, and the side is retired. But the Cubs draw even thanks to this solo home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 8, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Johnny Giovatella will dig in for a 3rd time now. He's popped out and grounded out so far. Trevor Cahill is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Trevor Cahill.
Johnny Giovatella stands into the box.
Johnny Giovatella.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And this is hauled in on the run for the out. And he had a lot of ground to cover to get to that one.
Well, that's pretty nice. You come into a ball game, you throw one slider, and you get yourself an out. Now, that'll help you settle right into the game.
Craig Gentry ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Russell onto the grass. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Not a lot of offense to go around, but a very tightly contested ball game. 2-2 our score here in the 8th, as it's starting to look more like 1 run may be enough to win this one. Cole Calhoun gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike one.
And guys, this has been just what the doctor ordered out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they needed him to come in and give him a strong inning, and he's done exactly that.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Chopped in front of home plate. Montero scoops it up onto first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Angels go down 1-2-3. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Anthony Rizzo gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the fourth.
Anthony Rizzo.
From the stretch. And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
The 0-1 on its way. Grounded back up the middle. Simmons is there. On to first, and that is a big out to start the ninth.
Now batting, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Chris Bryant stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
0-1 count and the pitch. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Well, a couple of good swings back-to-back, but nothing at all to show for it.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Well, this curveball, it just disappears. He thinks he's right on it at the plate. Look where it winds up. Completely out of the zone. And that's what you want as a pitcher. You want hitters to chase pitches that aren't strikes.
Into the box, Kyle Schwarber, as he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike 1.
If there's one guy on this roster that wants the ball in a moment like this, this is the guy.
And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2. 2 out, nobody on. And he strikes him out on a good pitch, so 1 run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. Cubs are down in order, and this game is still tied at 2-2. Mike Trout strides in to lead us off here in the bottom of the ninth inning.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. Tap fouled at home plate. Here it comes on 1-1. Changeup just off the black, and it's 2-1. Nothing inside here, at least not to start the at-bat, and I imagine that's by design.
Yeah, they'll give him right field. They just don't want him to turn on something.
Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. Soler will get there as he makes the catch in foul territory for the first out.
Baseman number 5, Albert Pujols.
Albert Pujols will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day. You know, sometimes cleanup hitters are sort of all-or-nothing type hitters. But, hey, he's still got a chance to make an impact on this game right now.
Bases are empty, one man out. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now, 2-2.
A high fastball that time in the strike zone and on the outside corner. But that is a dangerous spot to be pitching if you're only throwing in the low 90s.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. What's the call here?
I still don't think I throw him a strike. There's a good chance that he's going to be chasing something, expand the zone, so you make him show you that he can hold back.
And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential winning run is aboard at first.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
C.J. Cron has a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap.
And in the field, I got to expect them to be playing what's called no doubles defense, Matt. Basically, you got to guard the lines in the infield, and in the outfield play deep enough so that you can cut off all the gaps.
Lays off 1-0. And now the wheels spin in that first base dugout.
Oh, that man right there has got to be sweating bullets. Hard to say I blame him at all.
Two 2-0 now. 2 sinkers down in the zone. No surprise what they're after here.
Yeah, and this guy's no dummy at the plate. He knows exactly what they're trying to do. It's not like he just fell off the turnip truck.
And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now.
Yeah, you don't see 2-0 changeups too often, but if you know a good hitter's going to be sitting fastball, don't give him what he wants.
Changeup, called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. Possible winning run on first, 1 man away. And this is yanked hard down the left field line. And, oh, what a tough break there as this hops over the wall for a ground rule double. And that winning run will be forced to stop at third base. Wow. Cliff Pennington will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 7, Cliff Pennington.
Giovanni Soto will stand in now, hitless to this point, but with a chance to be a hero here.
Well, he knows better than anybody in that lineup that one swing could make up for a whole game's worth of struggles.
And there's ball 4, so the bases are loaded, and we'll see how the infield decides to play it here.
Third baseman, number 6, Yunel Escobar.
Yunel Escobar readies for a big at-bat here. All he needs is a fly ball to bring home that winning run at third.
Yeah, and you know that he wants to drive this one deep if possible and just end it right now. But, hey, a seeing-eye grounder would work, too.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Travis Wood will be called upon to get the final 2 outs here and hopefully send this one into extra innings.
Travis Wood.
Yunel Escobar will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only 1 out now. Fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. It's going to take a lot of guile to work out of this one.
Well, he's got plenty in reserve. This would need to be a magic act, no doubt.
That's wide, 2-0.
Deep breath time now on the mound. You've got to compose yourself. And that strike zone's looking about the size of a tin can.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes, he did. It's ruled a strike. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul for the second strike. Still 2-2. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. There to take it is Rizzo, and there are 2 away now.
Oh, and a great chance goes by the boards. They can't get that winning run in from third. So now, with 2 outs, we're 1 out away from pushing this one another inning.
Andrelton Simmons will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. But he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Cut fastball in there for a called strike.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Big spot here. Possible winning run at third. 2 down. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Wood sets. 0-2 pitch on its way. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
That's a good location for that cutter with 2 strikes. He's either got to take that and hope it's a ball, or he's got to foul that thing off.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Big spot here. Possible winning run at third. 2 down. Struck him out, and the potential go-ahead run is left stranded at third. So they can't get that winning run home, and that means we'll have to go a little longer tonight to find a winner. 9 can't decide a winner. We'll move ahead to the 10th, and we are tied 2-2. Jorge Soler gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Grounder down the line at third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that will get through into right. So there's your possible go-ahead run on base to lead off the inning.
Now batting.
With that base hit, he presents the go-ahead run down there at first base. And boy, he is fired up. Look at that emotion.
Miguel Montero will stand in yet again, and he, of course, has had one of the big blows in the contest so far. This was back in the 8th, as this solo shot proved to be a very important run in this ball game. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. A look at the hit totals there into extra innings. Now the 0-1. And they go away here. It's a cold strike. 0-2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Well, you know when you get 2 strikes on you, you go into that protection mode up there at the plate. Let's see where this pitch winds up. Oh, yeah. That thing's nowhere near the strike zone. And that's a good job of making a guy go fishing for something he didn't really want to hit.
Here's Addison Russell. Chopped foul right at home plate. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Swing and a little blooper to center. Trout coming on, lays out, and he's got it. A great play for out number 2.
Oh, this is just a very tough play here in the outfield. A lot of times you're going to see the ground jar the ball loose, but he looks this one in all the way, lays out, and winds up hanging on to the ball.
Here's Dexter Fowler now, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throw to Pujols is going to be in time, and the inning is over. Cubs strand one. Score remains 2-2. Johnny Giavotella steps in to get the home side started here in the 10th.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. Wood into the windup. Here's the 0-2. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
He's really off to a tough start in this series. Remember, he had the hat trick in Game 1 yesterday, and now he's got another strikeout here. Sometimes when you get in a rut like this, they're not always easy to climb out of.
Here's Craig Gentry, as he swings and hits a line drive out to left. And this is down for extra bases. And there's your winning run moving into scoring position. And he will make it into second base as the winning run is in scoring position now with only one away.
Not a whole lot of margin for error now. There's your winning run out there at second base with one out here in the 10th. So now you've got to make sure that the infielders can at least knock down any ball that comes their way.
Clayton Richard is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Clayton Richard.
Cole Calhoun will be his first assignment out of the bullpen as he'll stand in with a runner in scoring position at second and one away.
Well, he hasn't swung the bat all that well against the other guy, so hopefully this new pitcher will give him a chance to swing it a little better. 2 strikeouts already.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
0-2, you got to shorten up. Find some way at least to put the ball in play. You can't afford a strikeout here with an important run out there at second base.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Possible game winners at second base here with one away. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, that's a huge strikeout right here. Guy in scoring position. He's not out of this inning yet, but that's going to go a long ways towards getting him there. Look at how he's fired up about it.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout, as he swings and hits a line drive out to left. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And they're going to walk off as winners. They've taken it here in extra innings.
And he's going to get mobbed for that one. What a great at-bat here as he just comes through in the clutch and drives home that winning run from second base.
An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was a thorn in their side all game long. You'll see there, he winds up with a 3-hit ball game, and a couple of those were key hits that helped lead his guys to victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Angels are winners here, 3-2. Good night from Anaheim.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Angels. 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base.
All right, guys, we take the loss in this one here as Craig Gentry scores the game-winning run on a Mike Trout base hit to left field. Possibly could have had Gentry at the plate if Soler would have made a good enough throw to get him there, but he did not make the throw on target, and thus we lost this ball game. So we split the series here with the Angels. We get a day off now, and then we will go out to Phoenix to face the Arizona Diamondbacks for 4, and then we finally get to go home for our home opener. Looking forward to the next game here. We're going to have John Lackey facing off against Robbie Ray from the Arizona Diamondbacks, who are 0-2 on this season. They will play one final game against the Rockies on Wednesday there, and then we will head into town, and the Rockies will head out of town. So decent pitching matchup coming up for you there with John Lackey and Robbie Ray. Did get a good pitching performance today, though, from John Lester. Just couldn't get it done today. Offense, again, a problem. It's going to be a little bit of a problem probably for the first month of the season. Just kind of adjusting to the new game. It's got its little things, little differences between the two games. So like I said, going to take a little bit of time to get used to. But once we finally get used to it, or once I finally get used to it, it will definitely be playing a little bit better. But that's going to go ahead and do it for this episode of Road to the World Series. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to follow us here on YouTube at Life of Raw Sports Gaming Network, as well on Twitch at Life of Raw Sports Gaming. And then don't forget to give us a follow on Twitter as well at LRSGN. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Big Dope 7, and you guys be sure to keep it real.